Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna Nair. Here, basically, we are discussing about one topic, that is city creation. In this, basically, that is 20 percentage error. That error is basically 100% there. Basically, that is proof that basically, and that 100 plane is the proof that basically error is there basically. And somebody has taken the initiative. Basically, he is going to solve that error basically at any cost basically. So mostly he is solving also basically, but the way basically, that is very dangerous. So one of the person told that basically, do you know basically the few big personality basically, and he basically given few examples basically. Do you know basically human clone basically system is there basically? Then he told that basically yes, human clone system is basically there. Human clone system basically is there. So he told that basically what is human cloning system basically. Then he told that basically human cloning system basically is human cloning system basically. One of the person told that basically human cloning system is there basically. Do you know basically that? Then he told that basically yes, human cloning system is there basically. So who are basically these human clones basically? Then one of the person told that basically that 5 crore people basically we have taken the example. Then he's told that yes, here basically 5 crore people basically we have taken the example, and there basically they have started one caste basically. And one of the person told that basically as if that basically that 5 crore basically was India caste basically, India world, India country basically, assume that basically. So one of the person told that okay basically, so you want to say that basically entire India is created like this basically. Then he told that yes, might be possible basically, but 100% not sure basically that India caste is created, India country is created like this basically. Then one of the person given few example basically. Do you know basically how Gujarati caste created? Then he told that basically yes basically yeah, that you are telling, you basically told that no, basically in First World War people basically who died, in Second World War also people who died, and in the Vietnam also people who died. That all data basically was prepared, taken basically, and then basically that was prepared to human clone, and like this basically they created the Gujarati caste. And few people basically came from Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and Madhya Pradesh also, and they also basically started their caste basically. That basically you had told long before basically. Yes, yes, yes. Basically. So like this basically Gujarat basically created like this. Yes, basically like this basically Maharashtra basically also basically are connected like that only basically. Like this Kerala also basically connected like that. Like this Chennai basically also connected like this. Like this Bangalore basically are connected also like this. Like this Karnataka, Delhi, each and every basically state basically, Mizoram, all basically are connected like this only, and like this only basically the world, like this the India land basically has created. So one of the person told that basically that India land basically has created, right? Basically somebody has divided the Asia land. So when basically he was going to create the India land basically, that time only basically when he was going to, that means India land basically he was going to create, that was 100% sure basically. That he has done through how basically, through Asia land basically he divided from the other countries basically. So he divided it, and then basically he created the Asia land. In Asia land basically he created India country basically. India country, how basically it's created, that basically we have already discussed. So this is basically history of the India basically, that also you can say basically. So one of the person told that basically like this basically you want to say that basically the energy of India basically is given by one of the countries, or basically it's given by one of the satellites group basically. Then he told that very dangerous question basically you have asked basically. You have asked actually the very dangerous question basically. You're talking about the 20 percentage error only basically. Then he told that yes basically I'm talking about the 20 percentage error only basically. Then one of the person told that basically from where basically the Pune city created, how basically the Mumbai created, how basically the Mumbai basically people came, how basically that created, how Maharashtra created, how Gujarat created, that basically we have already shown, we have already taken into picture basically. Then one of the person told that yes, basically, are very dangerous thing basically you have asked actually. Then one of the person told that basically the political people, basically, who are basically sitting in the parliament house, they basically 100% know basically the how the India is created basically. Few people basically has done the debate of this also basically. Do you know basically how India basically got created? Then basically they are trying to rename the Bharat also basically. That also they want to do that basically. Then that also basically some energy basically might have connected. So like this one of the person told that like this basically the India country created. Like right basically. Then he told that yes basically you are correct. So like this basically told India country basically like this it was created. So one of the person told that basically it's very dangerous here basically. So when you want to say that entire India basically is getting energy basically from one of the country or basically from one of the satellite basically. Then he told that that basically need to check basically whether it is basically directly from the satellite or basically some nuclear power companies is basically doing it basically. That need to check basically. So that basically he told that okay basically that basically we can check it basically how basically that for example one person is going suddenly basically he lost his mind for 1 or 2 minutes basically and then basically his blood was taken and then again he basically came into the mode basically the mode basically which he was basically having he basically never able to track that basically that 1 or 2 minute basically was disappeared from his life basically was disappeared from his life basically but that he tracked basically when he calculated the 24 hours basically that time basically he tracked so like this basically one of the person told that how basically India is getting the energy basically then one of the person told that basically India is getting the energy basically might be from satellite and basically mostly might be from the any of the country basically then basically why the Asia land is basically divided if the somebody is supplying the energy basically then why basically it is divided basically that also is the question basically what of the person told that basically why that is divided basically Europe is divided America is divided Arabic is divided and the Asia land is divided why basically it's like that basically few people says that basically Arabic and Asia basically both are in same land basically that basically he told that basically might be possible because anything basically is possible because one of the percentage say that basically reshaping basically is happening basically in the world basically this mountain is going sometime there this mountain is going sometime here basically see basically this type of reshaping is happening basically for that basically one of the person told that basically you remember that Hanumanji story basically that mountain entire mountain basically was taken for the Lakshman basically yes that story basically remember that story basically yes basically yes that story basically that story is connecting here basically so few people says that basically this type of activity is happening basically in this world basically like Hanumanji story is there in the Ramayana basically the mountain basically literally reshapes basically for example mountain is basically in Asia that mountain one of the mountain is in Asia that basically sometime moves to the Europe basically but that only happens basically of the border basically in middle basically it's very difficult that basically will happen basically in middle of the for example some countries are basically in and in middle basically the mountains basically are there that type of reshaping is not possible otherwise basically it will be tracked basically so the story of the each and every god basically are also the creation of the world basically how the world is created so we one of the person told that basically how many story basically are there basically in Hindu in Muslims in Christians and in Parsis in next video basically we are going to see each and everything in detail how basically the India land is also created that also we are going to see